Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sailing Whitehawk. In our last video we visited Ulmarra, the Gold Coast and the Tweed River before our first overnight sail to the very pretty seaside town of Yamba. Yamba was to be our summer resting place, and we enjoyed a couple of months there which included a trip up the Clarence River. While at Yamba we replaced our old trampoline, our mainsail and our sail bag and got some wet weather clears for the helm. We would like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to our friend Sergey, who generously contributed towards the cost of the new sail. I'd like to thank Scooter Sails for doing such an amazing job on all the replacements. We found Yamba to be a very picturesque seaside, riverside town. Had lots of charm. It's known for its prawns, and it didn't take me long to get these on my plate. They were absolutely delicious. Had lots of wildlife, and this is Fred, the local water dragon, with a tomato seed on his nose, well fed by the locals. And there was lots of bird life, which really appealed to me, always coming and going, ospreys, the rest of it. It was lovely. And then we had dolphins in the marina. We didn't see a lot of these on the way down, so it was really lovely to have them nearby on the boat. They come in from the mullet, which the marina has lots of. They swarm, and the dolphins come in for a feeding frenzy. And they were just dashing around the pontoons, going underneath the pontoons and cleaning up the mullet they were hiding underneath there. So it was very good to see, and we were very privileged to have them. They'd come and have their feed and then make their way back out to the ocean, and we'd see them a couple of days later when they decided to come in and have some more. Very special, and lucky to be so close to them. Yamba Lighthouse, active. Saw it on our way in the morning. Very pretty. Oh yes, and there's the beach way over in the distance. This is Turner's Beach. It's one of the many beaches at Yamba. Just very nice, quite placid this afternoon. But when there's a strong onshore it gets a bit rugged, and then around there is where we had our afternoon swim. After our first night at Iluka, we headed over to the Yamba side of Clarence River and picked up, and anchored just in this beautiful spot right near the caravan park. It was really handy. We just dinghied ashore and we were on the main street of Yamba. I really don't know how this lolly shop photo got into all the works, but we didn't go there at all. Not at all. Pretty cool thunderstorm. Whoa! Just hope it doesn't hit the boat. I'll be happy with that. Whoa! side, so on the Iluka side. Just going to go in and have a nice swim on the beach. There's dolphins here. Do we get to see one? We will see. In production, but there's a whole group of ghost crabs just on the move here.
I think they might be soldiers.
Or soldiers? Trev's not sure. I'm not sure. But
I can round them up for you, but
it's really cool. Slightly creepy. So he's rounding them up my way, so hopefully we get a good look at them. Going back that way.
they're digging themselves in.
Oh, they're all disappearing, they're digging in, look. How cool is that? Oh, they're pretty. They're blue and white on the shell. Some of them have gone off down. We're out of here. Too hard. Just think they're all sitting in under there. How cool is that? Wow. They're very pretty. Got a pale blue. See, there goes one, look. Oh, Gonski. Don't say sunbathe in this part. Get a nasty surprise. The crabs have just disappeared. This is what they leave, these little caked up sand mounds. Very similar to coast crabs, and you know how they roll those little balls up. I've never seen it sort of quite so big. All that area up there, over there. Pretty cool. Prize for us here in Iluka was this patch of World Heritage listed rainforest. It says that there's not many left in New South Wales. Most of them have been ripped up for development or mineral sands mining. But this has been preserved and it's really lovely. So it goes across to Iluka Bluff, which we're going to go and have a look at. Get our walk for the day, which is what we promised each other, isn't it, Trev?
We did.
So, looking forward to seeing what's here.
So here we are, galloping along the track. A really nicely maintained track, and they have seats at intervals along the way, so you can have a seat if you need it. But it's nice and cool today, so we don't need it.
Really is lovely rainforest, very healthy. Doesn't have the ferns and the vines and the palms like the northern rainforest, of course, wet tropics, but very good condition.
Does have the mosquitoes.
Does have mosquitoes, which we forgot to prepare for. Anywho, we'll keep walking. We just read said there's over 140 bird species here, which is pretty impressive. And it's home to the barred cuckoo shrike, which is very rare. And some of them have lived here over 20 years. So it's a very healthy place, given all that. And we're on our way out to the bluff. So there's two tracks to this rainforest walk. The one we're taking takes us out to the coast, so it's pretty nice. This is the bluff. Quite a rugged piece of work, but beautiful. And lots of rock pools and crashing waves. You might see it on a really intense day. That'd be quite intimidating, I think. But a few people swimming. Morning everyone. We've just left Yamba Marina. We've been there for about 10 days now. We're waiting for an air conditioning unit to arrive to replace our old faulty one, which is now done and working beautifully. So we're just going to go up the Clarence River. So that wall there is part of the sea training wall, what they were trying to do moons ago was to train the water to go in certain directions for the ships and boats that used to come up for trade, but it wasn't successful, so we have these little half walls now. There's some further back that they've submerged at the moment, but full tide, low tide, they come up. So they're a little bit of a hazard, but well marked. And there's some more over there, which actually makes nice little protected bays for boats. This is our first trip up the Clarence River. Not done this before. We've been a little ways up it, but this is all new territory now. Very pretty. Unfortunately, it's a little bit overcast, so not as colourful as it could be probably. And the river's a little bit murky. It's a very wide river, and there's a lot of movement on it. Currents and tides and stuff. So it does tend to kick up a little bit, even though it's quite deep here, about 6 metres. So we've just had some dolphin playing around us, but as normal, as soon as I get my GoPro out, they disappear. But looking forward to our destination, which is Harwood, and we'll hole up there for tonight, maybe tomorrow night, to give the bridge operators 24 hours notice to open the bridge for us, because we can't get through unless they do, which will be another experience. Reminds us of home a little bit. There's crab pots all in the river, and just have to keep a very wary eye out, because there is a lot. You get dark ones, which don't help. The ferry just did a huge manoeuvre to get around one, so we're just going to follow him, because he's going where we're going. This is my grumble about pots. If you're going to put one in, make it so we can see it. A grey pot is not helpful. That's good. Yellow, orange and white. Very nice, thank you. Can see you. But very painful if they're not coloured well. It's also a regional area, and there's work up the river. It's a sugar mill, I'm assuming a sugar mill. Operational. Not as attractive as the other side. But we are approaching the Harwood bridges. There's two. There's the new one in the front, and then the old one at the back. We can fit easily under the new bridge, but we can't fit the old bridge at the back, and that section in the middle goes up and down to let boats through. So we have to give 24 hours notice. So what we do is anchor up just over there and call the bridge and give them notice that we want to come through, arrange time, and then we can continue our journey tomorrow, hopefully. If not, there'll be another night here. So this is us in the Clarence River. Hi Trev!
Hello, Sally.
And this is the two bridges. So we're going through that span tomorrow. We've booked a passage for 10 AM. So that whole middle section is going to lift up and let us through. But we can go to the Harwood pub, which is where we're headed right now. Get some lunch. And this is the second of our pub stops on the river. Well, this is the Yamba Shores. We had the Yamba Shores, which we met our friends Gab and Sharon. And this is the second pub stop. So 2 out of 6. So good morning everybody, we're just about to go through the Harwood Bridge, and he's just moving up right now. that little red light goes green, I reckon, oh sorry, that was a bit close, we should be right. So we're just getting the anchor up. Pretty cool. Opens just for us. There's that optical illusion again that you think you're going to hit the bridge. Safely through. Well done, Trevi.
Thanks, Bob.
It's Maclean. It's a Scottish town up the river on the Clarence. It's supposed to be very quaint and half river, half sea. You can see the Pacific as well. You can go up to a lookout, which we'll go to a bit later on. And another nice day on the river. Still a few boats about, but Maclean's only a few miles, so I think we'll be there in no time. And I'm not sure if we're going to anchor or get on the pontoon, but there's a lovely pontoon right close to the main centre of town, so it's really handy. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Lovely houses just tucked in there. Very pretty scenery. Bit overcast. It's actually, the temperature's beautiful. About 25 at the moment. Very glad we came up the river, which is literally one street to the main town, so it's awesome. Got 24 hours there. Got fuel, not fuel, power and water, which is awesome. And it's a very little pretty stretch of the river. Gables accommodation, very, very pretty, and all the telephone poles have a Scottish tartan on them, which is really sweet. See if we can find a Buchanan one somewhere along the way. Taking the walk up to the lookout. So that's the Clarence down there. It's a very steep walk. We've still got a little bit to go up the hill, but the views are supposed to be tremendous. And it's so pretty here. This is Wharf Street. Been looking at 600 or 700 plus easily for something here, especially Wharf Street, as you can see why, because of the view. And yeah, I'll get some photos from the top. Good morning, everybody. We are leaving Maclean. Had a lovely 2 days there. Very hot yesterday, 35 degrees. So we hung on the pontoon and put the aircon on. Awesome. Beautiful town. Absolutely loved Maclean and can't say enough about it. Very pretty. So there's one of the arms of the Clarence River. Of course we can't go down there because we won't fit. So we're heading down to Lawrence today and going to check out this pretty little seaside riverside town. And we met the gentleman that wrote the Clarence cruising guide. He pulled up behind us. Very nice man, and gave us the lowdown on a few places. So very excited about our next stop. This is one of the ferries that crosses the Clarence, and it is a car ferry. You might be able to see there. It's cable driven, so we have to be aware that the cable is behind the ferry. Apparently it sinks quite quickly, so we should be fine. But they do really load up really quick and they're off really quick, so we're just going to have to time this well. But it's just all part of river life, isn't it? It's lovely.
So this is us cruising down the Clarence River. We just left Ulmarra last night. We kind of knew it was going to be nice on the river, but just didn't realise how peaceful it would be. You can pretty much anchor wherever you want and you have a good night's sleep. There's very little traffic on the river and you wake up to this. Can't see what I'm filming, hopefully it's alright.
Very pretty. It's Elizabeth Island just to our port. This is one of the anchorage places. You can't go further, well we can't go further than Grafton in the boat because of the height of the mast. But there are this anchorage here, all these pontoons further down, but I've just had a look through the binos and somebody has parked their little tender right where we would put our boat. So that's interesting. So we're just going to go down and have a look and see what's what. But very pretty little island here, lovely. Very hot today, no breeze. But looking forward to seeing Grafton. So we decided to anchor up out of Grafton, mainly because there's some power lines up ahead and not quite sure how high we can go. There's some other masted vessels here that haven't gone through and there's some that have, so we're erring on the side of caution. I'm sure it'll be fine, but beautiful Elizabeth Island, sexy Trev, White Hawk, and it's just so peaceful. Closer, Trev. Just found this snake in the river. Another good reason not to swim in the river. I don't know what he is. Hello.
You want to jump in with him like Brody?
No, thank you. Don't need to test myself in such a manner. Very cute. This is the furthest we can go upstream in the in Whitey. Obviously can't get through that bridge, so Grafton's our turnaround point. Just going to head in to the city, see what's there, get a cold drink because it's very hot, but it looks a very nice town. It's lovely. Mature trees, heritage homes, really lovely. I wasn't sure what to expect from Grafton, but pleasantly, very pleasantly surprised. Well, good morning everyone. We've just left Maclean, or Maclean, whichever way you want to say it, and
morning, Sally.
Okay, see you soon. New sail bag going on. We won't know ourselves, Trev. New sail. Yamba and Iluka lived up to our expectations. So many people told us to go there and we'd really enjoy it, and we did. We spent the summer months out of the cyclone zone and just relaxed between those two towns across the river from one another. Went up the Clarence River, beautiful place, and fell in love with Maclean, lovely Scottish village, but there were so many pretty places along the river. But our time was over and we needed to head north, and we made the decision to stop in at the Gold Coast City Marina for some boat works and have a surprise visit home while that was all being done. So we'll catch up with Gold Coast again and beautiful Moreton Bay in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.